positives out of your first start.
Mm-hmm.
What do you take out of this one?
It was a frustrating day at work. You know, obviously getting the loss, and how it went down was frustrating. And physically, I wasn't exhausted as I was last game. The game was slower than the game last game. I understood a lot more that was going on. The communication was better. The result was not better. So that's how I feel.
How much did they surprise you on defense?
Not much. I mean, I thought they, you know, Calgary played what they played. They switched it up a little bit, playing how they played me at defensive line. They slow rushed me a lot more and stayed wide. They played a little bit more games with the defensive end and linebackers trying to keep me within the protection and not let me out. But for the most part, I mean, they were, you know, they showed the same as we saw in film.
So what held you guys then to 136 total yards?
I didn't know the stat was that, but no explosion plays. We didn't have any explosion plays. Everything was quick dunks, quick pops. You know, we got to look back and evaluate that. So we didn't have any big explosion plays. I know we had a couple in Toronto that helped out, and we didn't have any today.
Curious, how disappointing, of course it's disappointing, but how disappointing was it to get pulled from the game?
It's kind of the feel of the game. You know, the game got out of hand. It's not personal, it's work, it's business. Obviously you don't like to get pulled out, but it happened. And, you know, that's Coach O'Shea's decision. I don't have any bad feelings about it. We never got in rhythm today. There was no rhythm within our offense today. So, you know, you can't, it's hard to score points, it's hard to keep everything rolling. We got to do a better job at that.
Do you feel your mobility in the pocket was a little bit restricted today, as maybe the last start you had? It seemed like you were kind of being chased there quite a bit often.
Yeah, I got to see. You know, I know it's not the most famous answer, but we just got off the field 5 minutes ago, so the more I can see in the pocket, the more I can see on film, you know, I got to see if I, you know, step up. Maybe there's different spots I can distribute the ball to. That's something I'm going to look at for sure in the film and evaluate.
You talked about kind of taking your chances, learning from, you know, different reads. What did you see on that interception in the second half? Just a miscommunication, or was it?
Yeah, I thought they started jumping, you know, in the second half a lot more, jumping routes. That's something, you know, as experience, I would say. I mean, throw that ball in his body, it's a bang bang like you've seen for the rest of them. You know, he gets his 8 yards and he's down there. So don't lead him, throw it into his body. It's a completion, and we're not talking about it.
I assume you're not thinking in the back of your mind, oh, I got to play well to keep this starting gig.
No, I don't
That's
really
not
think
how
like
you
that.
roll,
I was
right?
just thinking, we got to get rolling. You know, we got to get some kind of momentum. We got to, you know, I feel like we didn't have many 2 and outs, but we would get 2, 3 first downs, and that was about it. You know, and if you're not rolling, then you need chunk plays. And if you don't get your chunk plays, you're not rolling, and it kind of looks like it looked today.
Because there weren't many deep throws either.
There wasn't many deep throws.
Is it just not there, or
you know, I
part
don't.
of the game plan?
Yeah, you know, I don't really have much to say about it. We had 2 or 3 deep balls today.
I know that, kind of to follow up on Kirk's question, though, but do you believe that you will be starting against Saskatchewan?
I'm not really worried about it, to be honest with you. Whatever Coach O'Shea thinks is best for the team. I'm a team guy. I want to win. I don't like today, and I don't like the result of today. Whatever's best. You know, obviously we need to kind of look in the mirror and see what's going on, because we can't have the same results consistently. We got to change it up some. So that's what we need to do. We're coming up on Sask. We need to win bad. We got to get this going. I keep saying that. We got to get going, and it's 9 games left, so we're halfway, and that's how we have to think about it. You know, I was watching Saskatchewan when they won their championship a couple years ago. They went through a slump. You know, and everyone's slump's different, but when they got hot right going into the playoffs and upset Calgary at Calgary. That's what this story needs to look like.
Do you think that you've shown enough in your 2 starts to warrant the 3rd consecutive one?
That's what the coaches are there for. I mean, they've been in this league for 10, 15 years or longer. They can make that decision. Either way, I'll be fine. Either way, I'll be okay. I hope I play. You know, I like playing. I like being out there. But we need explosive plays. We need to and get some rhythm on offense either way.
And so explosive plays and rhythm, is that something, the inability to get that today, is that more on personnel? Is that on the plays that are being called? Is it a combination of both?
I think it's playing the defending champions and you didn't play well at home. You know, you're playing against a Calgary team that just came off a championship, and they feel like that on the field. They communicate, they talk, they are known for not giving up the big plays to teams. So that's something that you're going to have to fight for and scratch for, and didn't get close. And I just thought today was just one of those days at work that it was every 50-50 didn't go our way. You know, so you got to play with it.
Thanks.
Thank you for having me.